We have team coverage tonight from Larimer County down to Glenwood Springs. Alan Gionet kicking things off. And Alan, you got a tour behind the fire lines today.
Well, Jim, we went into the canyon with the Forest Service to get a look at an area where they're staging and trying to hold a line. And I can tell you that right now, their nerves have to be rattled in that very area, because that smoke you're seeing right there is above a lot of homes in No Name. That's the No Name drainage right there, and that's a new spot fire that's burning right now. Should that move down, then we have a real problem with homes in that area. So let's give you a look at what we saw earlier today. Helicopter after helicopter bringing in water. They were picking up water out of the Colorado River. There is a deep spot there, and then bringing it back to the east to critical areas of this fire, critical areas at that time. Now, these are big Type 1 helicopters that carry huge loads of water. There are over 300 firefighters working this fire. Much of it is by air because of the steep nature of the canyon. Now, this is really not a single fire at all. It's actually multiple fires that keep cropping up because of flying embers, and each has its own challenges. This video shared with me by a Forest Service worker who went all the way through the canyon yesterday shows you some of that difficulty and how many fires there are. Now, in No Name, 2 residents stayed behind. They're looking after other homes and watching firefighters work, and we met one of those people, Charles Zelinka, who's been watching the firefighters.
It's sad to see, but this one took off. This one grew legs. It was exciting, but I didn't want to be a part of it. I just wanted to, if I needed to go, I was ready to go. My car was packed, and all I had to do was drive out.
Now, new figures on the size of the fire are yet to come out for today. But remember, yesterday, the fire nearly doubled in size. But today, fortunately, Jim, the winds have been down a little bit from yesterday. So perhaps the growth of this fire is not as great as it was yesterday. And we also know there are a lot more people coming in. You talked about at the top of the newscast how this is the most important fire in the nation. Well, that means the Type 1 incident team is bringing in a lot of people right now, and they'll be arriving over the next couple of days, Jim.
Yeah, we'll take all the resources we can get. Alan, we know just east of Glenwood, the very popular Hanging Lake, is there fire damage in that area?
Well, there's unquestionably some fire damage. I can tell you that. The extent of it is what we don't know, but we do expect very shortly to get some new information from the Forest Service. The problem with the fire that has occurred there is that it started to the west, moved across the area where Hanging Lake is, and so there is damage. That's what aerial surveys say, but they have not been able to fly a plane over that today because of the thickness of the smoke, and the difficulty of putting boots on the ground at the bottom of the trail there is because there's active fire. So it's been difficult to find out just how much damage there is to the trail or to the lake. I'm hoping to find out more this evening.
Destination right there. All right, Alan, thanks so much for the update.